Alright guys, hello, back again for the second part of our Vanar free-to-play series. We have disenchanted a few cards and crafted a few. Let me just show you what we've got over here. So, been ranking up on the ladder and got Emerald Rejuvenators, Snow Chasers, Half Sister, Hailstompers and Jaxi and Razorbacks. So we're just focusing on the good rares and the commons really. Chucked in the Sworn Defender, opened a Voice of the Wind in a pack, which was amazing. My luck has been super good this run. And then just made this deck. Kind of tempo, verging on mid-range, probably a little bit more aggressive. We will disenchant that Cold Bite at some point. But let's just get into a game. So, what rank are we at now? 16. So, off to a really good start. The deck's been just doing super well, like it hasn't even been close at the moment. And we'll probably start working to either towards Boundless Courage or possibly a Legendary. What Legendary, yet to decide. Might turn it down just a tiny bit. Alright, so here we go. So we're versing a, let's get rid of a Songhai. We could go double Jaxi here. I actually do like that. This is only weak against a juxtaposition. Anything else, it doesn't really do anything. I could just Chromatic Cold, but I don't really feel like I need to. Because Jaxi, it's a very good trade if he trades in. We can always Chromatic Cold afterwards. Or most likely just kill it off with a Jaxi spawn. So I wonder what his Phoenix Fire. He wants to teleport. That's, I don't mind. He's basically doing 5 face damage to me instead of the 3 of the Phoenix Fire anyway. So plus he used another card, so that's completely fine. The Jaxi spawn, obviously, it sucks, but I might actually get rid of this. Just want our more high impact cards. So can I go? I can play everything. This will be out of infiltrate range, but that's probably fine. So let's do this, this, and this. Okay, super strong start. Our hand is a bit empty, but this is not easy. This is not an easy board for any class to deal with. And this is what just having Jaxi and Fenrir makes. And even it's like every single minion we have on the board is really resilient to removal. Okay, that's a tiny bit annoying. Probably get rid of the Cloaker. It would have been nice if we could have. I don't think he needs to do this. It would be really nice. Oh, okay. I was gonna say it'd be nice if we could suicide this in and get it back, so we could play it with this, but we can't. So now the question is, do we play the Voice of the Wind or do we just trade in? I think what we're going to do is we're just going to trade in. We're going to start running back because we want to protect our... We want our back against the wall. Basically, if you're not versing like a Land Fox Songhai, it's pretty hard for them to punish you for putting you back against the wall. Especially if they're relying on like the Scarlet Viper, which is actually how I got to S rank initially, with Scarlet Vipers instead of Land Foxes, but I definitely lost a lot of games to people just putting their back against the wall. Is he... what's he doing? I wonder if he'll activate. Looks like he was targeting it. No. Okay. So we can trade in. Let's get rid of a... I think I would rather just play Voice of the Wind and get... Let's put it right on him. Well, we don't want to get Mask shadowed, I guess. So we'll do this. I want to just get keep getting max value out of the Snow Chaser, even though it's less mana efficient. We don't really need the healing this turn, so. and this has been a pretty strong start. We just controlled the board super well early. Jaxie was super resilient. Drawing Jaxies, like multiple Jaxies early game, it's just so strong. So this is actually the first time I've got to play the Wisp Wind. Every other time I've just never drawn it. So we will have lethal next turn. Let's play the Razorback and send in the troops. Alright, so that was a quick one. I will update the spreadsheet because I want you guys to, you know, be able to follow along, and I think it's better if you guys can see everything that goes on, because if you hear that I get, you know, S rank with Vanar in a few days, it doesn't really mean anything if I play 200 games. So I want to, you know, keep track of. Obviously, I could fake it, but that would be a very strange thing to do. Anyway, we're rambling a little bit here, but really enjoying playing Vanar so far. It's a really fun faction. Just that tempo style. Playing Fenrir is always fun to play. So it did suck that we missed out on a 2-drop, but we have a good turn 2 at least. I think what we're going to do is we can play this here, but then we're taking 4 damage. So I think I'd rather just do it here and call that a turn. So hopefully next turn we can actually play multiple minions in one turn. It's a very important thing to, you know, strive for in the early game. So yeah, currently my crafting decisions, it depends on the way I go. I don't think I'm going to go for the mech deck because I think that'll get stale after a few videos. I'm mainly just deciding whether to set up for legendaries or maybe go for like a couple boundless courages, because I think that's actually a really strong card. I know a lot of people started running it, it's gotten definitely more popular. Okay, so pretty strong turn from our opponent. And it also makes it really awkward for us to play 2 minions in one turn. Let's get rid of a Razorback again. We can ignore it, play this here so it's safe, and then play that. I think that's probably the best play. We can just hit here and play Emerald Rejuvenator. I think I prefer that. I don't want to have it be buffed. We are missing out on a card draw, but I think it's worth the risk. Just keep the board clear, and then you can never go too wrong. Okay, that's fine. It's has a chance of meaning our Snow Chaser won't get sold, so that's fine by me. Alright, awesome. Let's get rid of a Hailstone. And I think what we're going to do is just play both of these. Positioning doesn't matter too much against Vanar. They don't have a lot of AoE. And nothing that really punishes you for being grouped up. I wonder if it's actually worth playing around Avalanche at these ranks, because you never really know. But we are getting closer to gold, so I'm expecting to start to see some, you know, more full decks. If I was him, I would have moved this here, and okay, fair enough. But still, probably better off doing that and freezing that. Okay. We could play the Sworn Defender. Don't have any follow up. Let's get rid of this. So we can go Sworn Defender and this. That seems okay. So let's do it like this. This. Yeah. And so we can set up for a lot of bursts next turn potentially with these two cards here. Sworn Defender's actually been doing alright for me. I haven't really tested it much, and I'm sure the 5 mana Golem will probably do the same thing, but it's cool to try on with the less popular cards. I know at some point we'll definitely take it out. I don't think it's a particularly good card, or especially not like got Vanar anyway. I'm not sure what deck you would really want that in. Alright. So, my initial thoughts are to go turn action. Well, actually, if I return and then hail and then raise it back, that's 5, 9, 11 damage. Or I can hailstone. Let's get rid of a hailstone. Yeah. Let's just play for the board control. This will give us a nice strong board. Spends all our mana really nicely. We will try and keep him on our side of the board a little bit. Probably. Yeah. Alright, nice. So not a bad spawn for that either. And then next turn, hopefully we can burst him out with our a hit from our general. And double chromatic cold, that's 9 damage as it is, so it should be pretty possible to finish him next turn, especially with a razor back in hand. Alright, so that should be the game. Another pretty quick game. I think the win streak might be getting close to 20 actually. Alright, so that will be lethal. And we will finish off with 1 chromatic cold. Alright, let's update that again. So I think that was the 19th one. I guess we can very quickly check. We get the level. So we'll take a quick break and we'll open the packs. Okay, go on, ticket, cool. Do you have a couple of spirit orbs here? We'll see how we go. I'm not sure we can beat the double legendary consecutive packs. Okay, crossbones can be, I guess it can be useful. Not really. Yeah, Mogwise, yeah. I doubt we'll use it, but it's at least 100 dust. We are going to keep aggressively dusting cards. I haven't done that yet, because I'm not really in too much of a rush. Alright. Always nice to start off with Crystal Cloaker. Especially when you're going first. This card is really, really good when you're going first, and it's alright when you're going second, but it's a lot harder to infiltrate with. We might end up going for a just moving this here and playing the golem if we don't draw anything better. So ideally we obviously want to hit him. Do you have another 2-drop? Let's get rid of this. That's very awkward because we have a clean kill on this. But I think I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to let him take this mana tile if he wants to, because I don't want him to get a clean kill on this. And we'll pass the turn. So a little bit awkward there. If he had another 2-drop that would be great. But I don't want to spend my mana inefficiently. And I want to play proactively. Because we are a very tempo based deck. Interesting. Let's get rid of a... I don't think we actually want a half sister at the moment. So the question will be a Hailstone Golem or to play a double Jaxi. I'm actually just going to take this damage. No point in killing this because we can't kill the egg. And then, do we want a double Jaxi? This is actually quite a hard decision. I think I'm going to go for double Jaxi. It's the most resilient, and those range minions can be a bit of a problem with him. And we're not weak to Plasma Storm whatsoever, so... Guess you could argue about playing one here to stop him going. Okay, Lightbender, that's not something I'd considered. But I know some Magmars do run it. And it's a good budget card. But that's fine if he does that. Okay, that's fine by me. Let's get rid of this. I feel like we're healthy enough. Okay, so we can trade in both the Jaxies. Yeah, does the same amount of damage, but this will live. Okay, so let's do this. Let's stop him from moving any further forward. Just, you know, trying to be as mana efficient as we can, playing to that tempo game and putting a lot of pressure on. And I like this. I like these draws as well. So still in a pretty good position. These games are going actually like really fast. Make more. That's fine. Alright, so let's do some maths. That's 6, 10. Okay, so we're 1 off. But we can make this a 3-3. So that'll be 5 plus 6, 11. That's exactly lethal. Alright. Alright, so that was a very fast win. Only our, what is that, our 4th turn? So let's chuck that in the spreadsheet. I think that was our 20th win in a row. I might actually go out and check that. Ah, 21, so the last one was. Let's see if we can keep it going. We haven't lost an account so far. And this video's not been going for too long, so maybe get 2 more games in. Unless this one goes very long. Alright, gotta keep both 2-drops, looking for a double 2-drop play. Double Cloaker is okay, but going second it's not as good obviously. Just waiting for our opponent to mulligan. Hopefully he's connected and we have to wait for the timer to run up. There we go. Right. Vanar is, I'm starting to think it's actually like a very strong free-to-play faction. Just got such cheap tempo removal that basically like the strength of your legendaries and stuff literally just affects. We're gonna let him frenzy here. He can frenzy a tiny bit if he wants to. I'd rather just... I can't do that though. Could walk in... Yeah, I want both to live. If he teleports, that's really unfortunate. But there's not really a way to play around that. And... yeah. It's more about keeping up than playing for value, because we can't. There's no point saving 2-drops till a better time. You just got to play them out early, make him have the answer, and if he does that, you know, we're still killing the minion. It's still a 2-for-2 trade. But if he doesn't, then we're fine. If he doesn't have any buffs, that'd be really good. Alright, so if he can't, he might be teleporting. If he's not, that's really good for us. Alright, awesome. Wonder, he should really move up his general, but maybe he won't. I love for him not to. Oh yes, that's awesome. Okay. So the obvious play here is move both up, play Fenrir, Chromatic Cold, hit this. I see no reason to do anything else. It's Chromatic Cold. And we'll call that a turn. So once again off to a really nice start. This deck is pretty early game, there's a lot of 2-drops in the deck, which is definitely something you want. It would be interesting to see if this deck is S rank viable as it is. Probably near the end of the season, but I'm not gonna, just limit myself for no reason and make the videos go on for longer. I'd rather just keep improving it and see how long it will take me to get to S rank with this deck, and more importantly, how many wins, I guess. I think he didn't realise he got dispelled. Might get rid of this unless he plays a big minion. Okay, it seems like he still doesn't realise. Okay, yeah, he definitely didn't realise that. Okay. Okay, that's not a bad draw. We're just gonna griff face. There's no need to be worried about dying. So we're not gonna heal this turn, we'll probably heal next turn if we need to. This card isn't very good in this matchup. Though I guess it's pretty decent against like a ranged minion you can't deal with. Okay, so another Ghost Lightning, a little bit annoying, but that's fine. He's cast mainly Ghost Lightning, Save a Spine. I think that's always fun. So there's a lot of cards that give us lethal, so we will fish for one. I'll actually get rid of the Jaxi. That's not one of those cards. I think I do want to do this. I'm gonna play it safe, clear out his board. Cool. Protect our back, and then try and keep him on his side of the board. So having Razor back in hand makes it pretty likely we can kill him next turn, unless he somehow can remove quite a few things. Would be one way to do it. Hopefully he doesn't have a buff for it. Okay, so he did have a clear, but we still have all the tempo. Decent tempo. Would be a little bit annoying. Okay, that's fine. We are getting a little bit low, so I guess we could... No, he can't even die to land Fox shenanigans because he doesn't have enough cards in hand, so... I'm just gonna box him in, and the plan is just to win with Razorback next turn. Hopefully. He might have another Ghost Lightning, but there's no point playing the Razorback instead. We want to use that to finish the game. Alright, so that will be game. He is already dead on board. Okay, he's going to inner focus. I really could have attacked any other one, but it doesn't really matter, so... Alright, that went a little bit longer than I was hoping, but I think we do have time for one more. So rank 14, not bad. Probably will go for gold tonight. Maybe not on camera though, just because I already have about 4 videos uploaded today. And that takes 12 hours on my net, so... But I have been looking to the possibility of, you know, going to a friend's house for the night and doing a, you know, a big 24-hour stream or something. Just because my internet at home, it's not really possible to stream. But no promises there. Just something I'm looking into. Alright, so we can go for the Fenrir, or we can go for the double 2-drop play. We can do this and protect our back, or we can protect our back with this. Or we can just go Fenrir. I'm actually leaning towards Fenrir, because it's better against if he backstabs us. I could Fenrir on my back. That is probably actually the safest option, so let's just do that. There's no real need to risk it, because both of these are a little bit awkward. And the reason the Kaido is not good is because it needs a card on its own to do like anything at all, otherwise it just dies to the general for free. And I don't want to let him just even trade for my Cloaker, even though it's a little bit greedy against Songhai. Okay, so he's positioning smartly with his Kaidos and his minions. What we're probably going to do is try and just abuse these mana tiles. So we can actually play just our whole hand, which might be correct. I think we're just going to try it. We just have so many minions that... So that's a little bit of a risky play, but most of it's resilient. We have left our back open, so there's a decent chance we get backstab for, you know, say 5 damage, worst case 9 damage. But our board is pretty huge. If we draw a Razorback, that's also huge. We are a little bit long cards though, but that shouldn't be too big a problem. Most of our deck is very low curve, so we can still probably play both cards a turn. Well, that's probably going to get chromatic cold. So you're killing the cloaker, I'd imagine. Yep. His Kaido is trapped here, so he will have to trade for something most likely. Yep, okay. Is he going to move this? Okay, that doesn't matter. Alright, so our opponent played that pretty well, I would say. Once again, we could play our whole hand. So I could move up here, play this here, chromatic cold 1. I probably should Hearths. I can just trade this. Chromatic cold 1, Hearth Sister for the other. But then and then just trade this. I guess we might as well just play our whole hand again. I guess I want this to be closer, so I might as well do this one. And well, not our whole hand, obviously. Most of our hand. We'll trade. I'm gonna keep the Snow Chaser. They're gonna. Actually, he's probably gonna get to outside the board. I should have thought it through more. That's just playing sloppy. But we're still in a really strong position. Okay, that's fine. This was really good for me that he's stepping back into his side of the board. Now we're going to focus on keeping him there. Okay, so we have the perfect answer to Jaxi. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this at the moment. We have enough healing we can draw. So let's do this. And we're going to trade this in. And we can put some pressure on. It's a little annoying. Let's get rid of this. It's a bit of a weak draw. I think I'm gonna aspect of the foxes, and then we can just simply move out of range. I don't care if I don't feel that worried about backstab. Yeah, we definitely taking risks this game, playing on a low amount of cards, but the Snow Chasers have really kept us going. maybe that's an argument for playing it behind my back. That was probably a bit sloppy. I could play all three again. That actually seems pretty decent. Because it clears... We will take some damage. Play around frenzy a little bit, I guess. Alright. So, unless we die, Songhai you never quite know, we're in a good position. But we just haven't really had the removal. But I can't complain about being unlucky or something, because I went for a risk. But I think we had that game under control for the most part. And we weren't really going to lose unless there was just some crazy stuff happening. Okay, so I will fill that in. Alright, so this has been a really good start to this series. Got really lucky with legendaries. That is 23 in a row, which I like that start quite a lot. So until next time, guys. By next time, we'll probably disenchant some of the non-Vanar stuff, and maybe craft some epics, maybe a legendary. Legendaries aren't that important though in Vanar, so we'll see how we go. Anyway, if you want to see more of this series, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content. See you later.